Welcome to our very first virtual educational expo. Here, we will visit various show floors where my friends will give you a broader perspective of the applications of circles in our everyday lives. Our aim is to portray how circles blend into each subject that we learn at school, and also how they are relevant to our lives. So many things in life would not be possible if it weren't for circles. Now, without further ado, let us visit the first show floor, English.
We are all connected in the great circle of life, said Mufasa the Lion King. Good morning, everyone. I, along with my team members, Dhruv, Amar, and Irfaz, welcome you to the English show. As you all know, we are a part of the circle of life. Each one of us is bestowed with the part to play during our tenure on Earth. We human beings should understand one thing. If we look at people in our circle and we don't get inspired by them, then we don't have a circle, but we have a cage. Men and women are like two hemispheres which combine to form a perfect circle. If there is any imbalance due to inequality, then the circle does not exist. We are trying to throw light on the issues of gender inequality in countries like India and USA. So sit back and enjoy. Let me end with a quote. Life is a non stop circle. Learn to live it from the first round.
Gender inequality doesn't make any sense on any level. By marginalizing the rights of women, we deny ourselves the opportunity to lift millions of men, women, and children out of poverty. Not to mention the chance of a just and fair world. From birth, girls and boys, men and women, are expected by society to play certain roles and behave in certain ways based on tradition, religion, and other beliefs.
These behaviors are learned and shape the gender norms in society. Unfortunately, in many countries, gender norms create disadvantages for women. Often girls are not sent to school when they become women. They then have limited ability to earn money or realize their potential. Rural women play a major role in agricultural development. However, in many developing countries, women cannot formally own land. Without land, they cannot get loans to invest in their farms or businesses. This also means that they have no control over the use of land or the benefits that come from it.
Men generally control the household decisions like how to use the family's assets. These disadvantages are often reinforced by practices that limit women's access to services like training. Cultural beliefs can also restrict women's opportunities, such as in Zambia, where women cannot paddle their boats as it is considered a bad omen. The result of these issues, women remain poor and agricultural production cannot reach its potential, perpetuating poverty and hunger in the developing world. The social norms that limit women's opportunities need to be understood and then changed by taking a gender transformative approach. We can influence social norms and bridge the gaps in access to resources and services between men and women in a lasting manner. Change is needed on many levels. Both men and women must be involved for it to happen. Research and development organizations need to invest in programs that promote gender equality alongside improving productivity and income. Productivity and income policies need to be implemented that increase women's access to services and resources. Communities need to support women as farmers and leaders. Increasing women's voice and agency is a valuable end in its own right. When development organizations, policies, and communities support the success of women, we have a chance to reduce extreme poverty and boost shared prosperity for girls and boys, women and men around the world.
Article 28 of the UNCRC says that children and young people have the right to education no matter who they are, regardless of race, gender, or disability. if they're in detention or if they're a refugee. UAE provides a lot of opportunities for the education of girls. There are many educated women ministers who are part of the UAE cabinet, like Her Excellency Uhud bint Khalfan Al Rumi, who is the Happiness Minister of the UAE.
Welcome to the match show floor. Circles are known as a common geometric figure, but they are essential in our daily life. Here, I, Kinshuk, and my friends Sajjad and Wasik will portray the essential applications of circles in road safety.
In this scene, we can see a traditional intersection and we can see the flaw in it. These are some advantages of roundabout since it's a better flow of traffic. Less traffic conflicts, greater safety primarily achieved by slower speeds and elimination of left turns. Design elements of the roundabouts cause drivers to reduce their speed. Efficient traffic flow up to 50% increase in traffic capacity. This explains the conflict between traditional intersections and roundabouts. These are the following pictures that show the mathematical concept of roundabouts and intersections.
Did you know the benefits of roundabouts? It leads to the reduction of noise pollution, greenhouse emissions, and types of crashes that most often lead to fatalities. Community benefits. Traffic calming and enhanced aesthetics by landscaping, which gives a positive impact on the environment as well as to the drivers. Here's a beautiful picture of both roundabout and Sharjah.
If we follow safety rules of roundabouts, then our travel will be more pleasurable and safe. This is a model of a roundabout using 4 lanes and a circular path, and this allows cars to move smoothly without any traffic jams. Now, speaking about road safety in the UAE, here are 9 traffic tips on how to use roundabouts and prevent accidents from happening. Care for pedestrians at roundabout with zebra crossings. Upon entering a roundabout, obey the yield signs. Wait patiently until you can enter the roundabout safely. Be mindful and carrying of other vehicles besides you. Stay in the right lane if you plan to use the first exit. In passing exits you don't use, gradually move to the right lane until your exit comes up. Use your indicator if you change lanes inside the roundabout. Use your indicator if you leave the roundabout. In the morning, when people get stuck in a traffic jam, it spoils all the important events planned for the day. It will definitely impact on their mood and bring out their efficiency levels, and it will also affect their business and indirectly disturb the country's economy. Now, speaking about child rights, Article number 29. Every child's education must develop their abilities and talents and help them to respect people, live peacefully, and protect their environment. Thank you for being with us patiently, and thank you for watching the video.
सभी को नमस्कार। मुझे आशा है कि आप सभी हमारे साथ अपने समय का आनंद ले रहे हैं। मुझे आपको लंबे समय तक नहीं रखने दे और कृपया इस सीखने की यात्रा पर जारी रखें। धन्यवाद।
Very good morning to one and all present here. As you all may have guessed by now, the main topic deals with circles. Now let us take an example of the human body, the human eye. We can connect the human eye with the circle quite easily. The eyes are the main reason we can see the world around us. Because we can see the world around us, we can effectively interact with it, which has in turn led to big civilizations and inventions. So today, me and my friends will be dealing with the human eye. Let us begin. As I've already mentioned, the human eye is a crucial organ for the human. It enables us to see the world around us. So, here's a 3D model that will help us understand the human eye better. We'll begin by explaining the first part that comes in contact with the light, the cornea. The cornea helps protect the eye from foreign substances. After the light passes through the cornea, we have the iris. There is a black hole in the iris that the light passes through. Behind the pupil, which is the black hole here, there is a lens. The lens is connected to ciliary muscle. In short, normal muscles that contract or relax, enabling the lens to shift its side. Depending upon that, the lights can be converged or diverged. After the light rays are converged or diverged, it hits the back part of the eye, the retina. It is inside of this eye structure. There are rods and cones that allows us to see light, color, and so on and so forth. After this image is completely rendered in the eye, it is transferred to the human brain through the optical nerve.
Moving on, not everyone's eyes might be perfect. There are some people who wear glasses to see clearly. Let me introduce my topic for the day, myopia. Myopia is also known as nearsightedness. A person with myopia can see nearby objects clearly, but cannot see distant objects distinctly. It is an eye disorder where light focuses in front of instead of on the retina. This causes distant objects to be blurry, while close objects appear normal. Symptoms may include headaches and eye strain. Severe nearsightedness is associated with an increased risk of retinal detachment, cataracts, and glaucoma. Eyeglasses and contact lenses are the best treatment options, while nearsightedness is still changing. Another option is orthokeratology. This is the fitting of specially designed contact lenses that reshape the cornea of the eye to temporarily correct mild to moderate myopia. Now let me hand it over to my friend Soham.
Hello everyone and a very good morning. As you just saw, my friend Jonathan explained about myopia or nearsightedness. I will be explaining about its opposite. So let's begin. Farsightedness, or known by its scientific name hypermetropia, occurs when the eyeball is slightly too short so that the focus point is behind the retina at the back of the eye. The near point for this person is 25 centimeters away from the normal near point. If you are farsighted, you find it more difficult to see clearly objects that are close to you. Such a person has to keep reading material 25 centimeters beyond from the eye for comfortable reading. Eyeglasses with converging lenses provide additional focusing power required for forming the image on the retina, which is also the solution to someone with hypermetropia. And with this, we conclude the two major defects of the human eye.
Ce projet est une étude de plusieurs applications des cercles mélangées dans notre programme.
Nos amis affichant un aperçu des cercles de sécurité routière. Une meilleure vue de oil, un cercle de vie et un flex circulaire de revenu relayant les droits de l'enfant et la culture des IEU.
Je vous remercie d'être une partie de notre expo d'éducation virtuelle. Hello everyone and welcome to the social science segment of this event. As you know, we are integrating circles into all the subjects that we learn in school. And here you will see how circles fit into economics. The concept that we will be speaking to you about is called the circular flow of income. The circular flow of income is a model used to visualize the flow of money in an economy. The model was first mentioned in a paper in the 18th century and has changed a lot since then. Now, let us have a deeper look at the origins of this model.
Hello, I am going to talk about the history of the circular flow of income. One of the earliest ideas on the circular flow was explained by the economist Richard Cantillon. Cantillon developed a circular flow model of the economy that shows the distribution of farm production between the property owners, farmers, and workers. Another person called Kesney further developed this concept and was the first to visualize these interactions over time in the so-called tableau economic. The first to visualize the modern circular flow model was Frank Knight. Knight pictured the circulation of money and economic value between people and business enterprises as a group, explaining the general character of an enterprise system reduced to its very simplest terms. Now, Nehan will brief us about the working of the models.
A very good morning to everyone. I'm Nehan and I'll be explaining to you about the two-sector model of circular flow of income. So basically there are different types of models in circular flow of income: the two-sector model, three-sector model, four-sector and five-sector model. Here we'll be mainly focusing on the two-sector model. So this model consists of firms and households, where households provide the factors of production and firms provide them with income. This income is spent as expenditure, which firms earn as revenue. The firms use the revenue to output goods and services. Now, assuming that there aren't any savings, the income, the expenditure, and outputs are all equal in value. This is the circular flow of income between two sectors. Thank you.
Thank you, Nehan. What you have seen now is the simplest form of circular flow of income, where there are no savings or investments. There are different types of circular flow models with a varying number of parties involved. We have the two-sector model, then we have the three-sector model, which consists of an addition of the government sector. We have the four-sector model, which has another addition of foreign nations. And finally, we have the five-sector model, which has another addition of the financial sector. The model has various uses. It can be used to calculate national income, study the impact of new economic policies on the economy, and many more.
Today, I'll be speaking about Islamic architecture. Islamic architecture comprises the architectural styles of buildings associated with Islam. It encompasses both secular and religious styles from the early history of Islam to the present day. An Islamic architectural style is seen in mosques, but also in Muslim houses and gardens. Islamic architecture is one of the world's most celebrated building traditions. It is known for its radiant colors, rich patterns. It has been popular in the Muslim world since the 7th century. There are some examples of the Islamic architecture, which are Sheikh Zayed Mosque located in Abu Dhabi and Blue Mosque located in Turkey, and etc.
A very good morning. I'm Nehan and today I'll be talking to you about the solar system linking with Islam. So what does Islam and Quran say about the solar system and about expanding the universe? The earth is round based on the evidence of the Quran, reality and scientific views. The evidence of the Quran is in the verse in which Allah, may He be exalted, says, He created the heavens and earth for a true purpose. He wraps the night around the day and the day around the night. The equilibrium of the universe is referred in the following short ayah. The sun and the moon follow courses computed, and the star and the trees both bow in adoration. And the firmament has He raised high, and He has set up the balance of justice. In the great mathematical universe, there are great mathematical laws that require calculations. We now understand that these ayah refer to the law discovered by Kepler and Newton. These laws bear witness to Allah's wisdom and also His favors to His creatures. We all benefit from the energy and light, the seasons and the numerous changes in the tides and the atmosphere. Thank you.
I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. Good morning to everyone. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. I, Soam Sharma of class 10B, would like to extend my most sincere thanks to all who have been a part of this great show, the ASWAM Fest. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. It requires planning, execution, and a bird's eye for details. At the end, after hard work and brainstorming, it all plays off. Every event at ASPAM has been supported by none other than our beloved Principal Ma'am. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Sheila Ma'am for giving us the wonderful opportunity to spread the knowledge among everyone. Furthermore, I would like to thank our supervisor, Sindhu Ma'am, and our dear teachers, without whom this event wouldn't have been possible. I would moreover genuinely thank my team members and friends who distributed the work equally and managed to finish it within a short span of a week. Last but not least, I would deeply thank all the parents who engaged in helping out to make this event successful. Thus, I would like to conclude with the following quote. The one who falls and gets up is stronger than the one who never tried. Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying. Thank you.